सहना भवतु सहनौ सह वीर्यं करवावहैस्विनावधीतमस्तु द्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्ति शान्तिः। श्रुतिस्मृणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवद शङ्करं लोककरं शङ्करं शङ्कार्यं केशवं वातायनं सूत्रभाषितौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। So, what we are doing is that Supakshi wants to show that it is Sesha Shashti, that as per the Siddhantam, it is Karmani Shashti. The second case, offense of karma, sixth case can be used, Vyakarana allows. Supakshi wants to say, first take it as a grammatical point, take it as Sesha Shashti and interpret it as karma. It's like, you see, general relation. All objects are related to us. It's called general relation. It's all related to me. Forms are related to us. Sounds are related to us. Every detail in the creation is related to us. This relationship is what is called Sambandha Samanyam. It's mama, 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 it's related to relationship. It's related to me. The Samanyam one can have with more than one thing. You can have Sambandha Samanyam with any of things. When you look at your people, they're all related to me. So there are so many group of people, you say they're all related to me. This is called Sambandha Samanyam. Then how is this particular person related to me? Well, he is related to me as my brother-in-law, or that becomes the Visesha, related to me. All the objects are related to us, but forms are related as Drishya, sounds are related as Shruta, each one is related. So, if you interpret the Sesha Shashti, this Brahmanaha, if you interpret it as Sesha, as per the Purvapakshi, it gives us the scope to bring in Pramana, called Vedanta Pramana. Asa related to Brahma means it can be related to Vedanta also, because Sambandha Samanya. Relationship can be with many things. Once we say it is a Vichara related to Brahma and all that is related to Brahma. Related to Brahma and all that is related to Brahma and also related to all that is related to Brahma, like Shastram, etc. So, first make it Sambandha Samanyam, related to Brahma. Then later on, you get you ask the question, in what way is it related to me? Then you say, Brahman is related to the Vichara as the topic. Vedanta is related to Vichara as Pramanam. Like this, you specify the relation. You specify the relation. So ultimately, even if you take it as Sesha Sashti, ultimately you will convert Brahman as the topic. Now, what is the fruit of it? Purvapakshi says, if we interpret it as Sambandha Samanyam, meaning Sesha Sashti, then it gives the scope to bring in Vedanta Pramanam also. You see, general relationship can be to many things. Vichara related to Brahma means Vichara related to Pramana also. We can bring in all those things. So, when this is the argument given by the Puru Pakshi, then the Siddhanti says, well, that is all not necessary. Because if you take it as Karmani Shashti, then straight away make the Brahman as the topic. And whatever is related to the topic, that also becomes included. Bas. You make Brahman as Karmani Shashti, Brahma Jignasa means Brahmana iti Karmani Shashti, you make Brahman the topic, and really without which factors you cannot inquire into Brahman, those factors also become implied. Therefore, rather than interpreting it as Sesa Shashti, creating Sambandha Samanyam, and then Visheshanishtha, and then specifying the relation, instead of mentioning general relation and then specifying, you specify right in the first instance. And if you specify right in the first instance, then it is Karmani Shashti. You don't specify in the first instance. You say it is related to Brahma. Then in what way is it related to Brahma? As a means of knowledge, as a fruit of knowledge, as a topic of knowledge. If you want, then you specify. So then become two steps. So first Sambandha Samanya. First you say it is generally related to Brahma, and then specify Brahman is the topic, it is related to Vichara. Brahman is related to Vichara as the topic. Why do you have to bring in all that? You make it Karmani Shashti, Brahma becomes the topic. And whatever is required to enter into the topic, well, is also, Brahman also brings it. That's all in it. There is nothing else. You don't have to worry. Okay. प्रधान परिग्रहे तदपेक्षितानाम अर्थाक्षिप्तत्वात् ब्रह्म ही ज्ञानेनाप्तुम इष्टतमत्वात् प्रधानम. Brahman is the pradhan. Brahman is the topic. Therefore, and that is ishtatamam. Actually, what is ishtatamam is only moksha, and Brahman is moksha rupa. Brahma sansara, freedom from sansara is what is ishtatamam, and that is indeed Brahman. Brahmatvam is indeed moksha. Therefore, Brahman is indeed ishtatamam. Brahma hi jnanena aptu ishtatamatvat pradhanam. Therefore, Brahman is pradhanam. Tasmin pradhane jignasa karmani parigrihite. Then, so tasmin pradhane parigrihite sati saptami. Tasmin pradhane parigrihite karmani. When Brahman is accepted as the topic, then jignasa karmani parigrihite, and Brahman is accepted, is appreciated. Brahman is appreciated as the topic for inquiring. Then yaihi jignasitaihi vina, without inquiring into which, without inquiring into which, like Shastram, etc. Yaihi jignasitaihi vina, without inquiring into which, Brahma jignasitam na bhavati, Brahman cannot be inquired into. Without inquiring into which factors Brahman cannot be inquired into, tani arthakshiptanyeva iti, and they also become implied. Tanyapi artha akshiptani, they also stand implied. Therefore, Brahma jignasa includes Shastra jignasa also, Pramana jignasa also, everything. All that is necessary. All that is like cooking. Once you say cooking, then whatever without which cooking cannot be done, all those things are understood. Without which factors cooking cannot be done, all those factors are implied. I am going to cook means what? That is pradhanam. I am going to cook means I may be collecting the firewood, but it is implied. It's a part of cooking. Therefore, yaihi jignasitaihi vina brahma jignasitam na bhavati tani arthakshuptanyeva iti na prithak sutrayatavyani. They don't have to be mentioned separately. You see, I have to cook also, and I have to collect firewood also. I have to cook means to do everything that is required for doing cooking. Yes. I have to cut vegetables also. I have to cook food, I have to bring firewood also. I have to cook food, rice also. You don't have to say. Cooking implies All these things. Similarly, Brahma Jignasa includes looking into Pramanam. It's like saying, I have to see the object, I have to see the form. But then I have to open the eyes also. I don't want to mention it. I have to see the object means that includes opening the eyes. I have to see Brahman, that includes opening Shastram. Because that happens to be Praman. Shabdam is the Pramanam. Therefore, I must know Prameya. I must know Prameya. And that means what? I must use Pramanam. To know the Prameyam, I must use Pramanam. Should it be separately mentioned? As if there are two things. There are not two topics. One is the means, the other is the purpose. Therefore, Brahma Jignasa, Athato Brahma Jignasa, once we say, and make Brahmana as Karmani Shashti, Brahmana as the Karmani Shashti, Brahmana as the topic, then to understand that topic, whatever is required to be done, that also gets included. Pramana Vichara ho, Lakshana Vichara ho, kuch bhi ho. Everything. And he gives an example, very simple. Na pratak sutretavyanī yatha, just as Raja sau gacchati. Raja sau gacchati. So this king goes. Here goes the king. Here goes the king. Asau Raja gacchati. That Raja goes or this Raja goes. Iti ukte, when it is said, Saparivarasya Rajnyaha Gamanamuktam Bhavati. It implies Saparivarasya, Saparivar, along with the retinue, Rajnyaha Rajaka, Gamanam Uktam Bhavati, implied. Here goes the king means here goes the king with the retinue, bas. I don't have to say here goes the king and also retinue goes. Here goes the king. Here goes the king. And the retinue also goes. You don't have, it will be a repetition. Here goes the king. And again you say, here goes the king with the retinue. Here goes the king with the retinue is also a punarukti. Unnecessary. Here goes the king with the retinue is a punarukti, is meaningless. Here goes the king means, here goes the king with the retinue. Here goes the king with the retinue is unnecessary. Why? What can be implied, why should it be said? What is choicelessly implied, why should it be said? Now I am going to begin cooking. And then also you say all those things. I have to cut vegetables, whatever. Or like this, I have to now do cooking by way of lighting the stove, by way of washing the rice, by way of cutting vegetables. You describe. Is it necessary or unnecessary? Unnecessary, because I am going to cook implies all that. Similarly, instead of doing this, punarukti is a dosha. Meaning, what can, without being said, if it can be implied, why say it? Why say something if we can imply it without saying it? It's unnecessary. Therefore, Brahma Jignasa implies what? Pramana Jignasa also. Pramana Vichara also. Shabda Pramana Vichara also. And that includes everything that is related to Shabda. Brahma Jignasa brings in Shabda, and Shabda brings all that is related to Shabda, including your Vyakarana. Whether it is Shesha Shashti, Karman Shashti, wo bhi usi mein aa jayenge. Therefore, here, Raja Saugacchati Tyukte Saparivarasya Rajnyaha Gamanamuktam Bhavati Tadvat, in the same manner. This is it. Because then that becomes adipan. It's like saying, I must see the object by way of opening my eyes. You don't have to say that. Even when you tell somebody, open your eyes and see the object, that is your reaction. It is not an unfoldment. You are showing your anger to the other person. Open your eyes and see is what? Say, see itself includes what? Open your eyes and see. And still if I say open your eyes and see, it is a reaction. आंख खोल के देखो. देखो is good enough. आंख खोल के देखो. What happens? What is it? It is a reaction. It's a reaction. He means see with the eyes. Hear means hear with the ears. Use the ears. No Brahman means use the Pramana. The Mimamsa ho gaya. Therefore, you don't have to make it Brahmanaha Jignasa is Shesha Shashti. You don't have to bring in because Sambandha Samanyam is not required. Even though Sambandha Samanyam gives you the scope to bring in lot of things, but you don't have to bring in everything. You make Brahman the topic and everything that is related to Brahma gets implied. Simply say, here goes the king. That implies retinue too. Janugamacha. And Brahmanaha Jignasa iti, this particular Shashti being looked upon as Karmani Shashti, it is in keeping with the Shruti. Because Shruti always refers to Brahman as the direct topic. Direct topic. Anugama cha Shruti Anugama hone ke karan se, also because it is in keeping with the Shruti. Yato va imani bhutani jayante yataha yasmat brahmana. Just say, yasmat, just say. This material say, ani bhutani jayante, these individuals are born, whole creation is born. Panchamaha bhutani also, and shariras also, all the bhutas, they all come under bhuta. Shariram also is bhutam, creation. Indriyas also bhutam. Mana also is bhutam. All these five elements and the elementals are born of which material? Ityadyaha Shrutayaha. And then it is followed by Yato Vayamani Bhutani Jayante, and then from which material from which material have come the five elements and the elementals. And Yena Jatani Jivanti, sustained by which material? Yat Prayanti Abhi Sam Vishanti, and resolve back unto which material? Tad Vijignasusvam, that may you desire to know. That may you think and know. Tad Vijignasusva, that may you reflect and know. So when the Shruti says that material from which the world has come and that material on which the world is sustained and that material unto which the world goes back, that material may you know, may you think and know. When you say, are you making that material indirect object or direct object? The direct object, the topic. You are specifying. Yato va imani bhutani jayante, yena jatani jivanti, yat prayanti avisamvishanti, tat vijignyasasva means, tat becomes the jignasa vishayam, the direct topic of the jignasa. Tat vijignyasasva, tat brahman, that is Brahman. See here, it says the material from which everything has come, the material. Yataha, it doesn't use the word Brahma. It says, Yataha yasmat upadanat. So, Yataha came from which came the world, on which it sustains itself, and to which it goes back. That alone you have to know, and that is Brahma. That material for the Jagat is Brahma. Of course, that material for Brahman is not material, material. It is non-material, material, non-physical, material. Material is a word in the sense of upadana, not in the sense of inert. Iti pratyakshameva. Pratyaksha means what? Directly. Pratyakshameva, not through paroksha. First make Shesha Sashti and then slowly specify, then it becomes paroksham. Straight away make Brahman as the topic. Not one of the topics. It is the topic, that is pratyaksham. Everything else is related to it. Pratyakshameva brahmanaha jijnasa karmatvam darshayanti. Pratyakshameva, directly alone, brahmanaha, brahmaka, jijnasa karmatvam, as the topic of jijnasa, darshayanti, show. What? Which show? The Shrutaya. These statements, Shrutayaha, Ityadyaha, Shrutayaha, darshayanti. These Shrutis show Brahman as the direct topic. Purvapakshi thinks Brahman is one topic, Pramana is another topic, etc., etc. No, Brahman alone is the topic. Everything else is related to the topic. So there is a difference. Cooking is the job, everything else is related to it. Cooking the form is the job, that is the object, is the karma. Then opening the eyes, or clearing the eyes. All those things are what? Related. Therefore, jijnasa karmatvam darshayanti taccha, and pratyaksha karmatvam, pratyakshena karmatvam, taccha, karmani shashti parigrihe, and when we interpret the shashti as karmani shashti parigrihe, sutrena anugatam bhavati. These sutras, these vakyas, these vakyas, all of them fall in line with the sutra. If the sutra is interpreted as because the vakyas talk about Brahman as the pratyaksham vishayam, direct topic, the sole topic, is not one of the topics, the topic. So the vakyas show Brahman as the topic, and these vakyas also really, the sutra falls in line with those vakyas if you interpret this shashti as karmani shashti. Otherwise, there will be a conflict between what the Shruti thinks and what the sutra is thinking. If sutra makes Brahman as one of the topics and the vakyas make Brahman the topic, then there is a conflict, then there is a problem. If you interpret the sutra as Shesha Shashti Athato Brahma Jijnasa in this sutra, Brahma Jijnasa, if it is interpreted as Shesha Shashti, not Karmani Shashti, then Brahman does not become Pratyaksham Karma, then it becomes Paroksha, it becomes one of the topics. If Brahman becomes one of the topics, if we interpret the sutra in a way that Brahman is one of the topics, then it comes into conflict with the vision of the Vakya, Shruti Vakyas. Because Shruti Vakyas show Brahman as the topic, not one of the topics. Not one of the topics. Pratyakshameva brahmanaha jijnasa karmatvam darshayanti taccha karmani shashti parigrihe sutrena anugatam bhavati. Vakyas again fall in line with the sutra, or the sutra falls in line with the vakyas only if Brahma is, if Karmani Shashti is accepted. Then alone it becomes Pratyaksham. Brahma becomes the Pratyaksham karma. As per the vakyas, Brahman is the Pratyaksham karma, and as per the sutra also we have to make it Pratyaksham karma. If we have to make it Pratyaksham karma, then you have to interpret Shashti as Karmani Shashti, not Shesha Shashti. Tasad, therefore, Brahmana iti Karmani Shashti, and therefore Brahmana, this particular sixth case must be interpreted as Karmani Shashti, meaning Jijnasa directly pertaining to Brahman. Jijnasa, whose topic is Brahman. It's not Jijnasa just related to Brahman. You see, in English what happens, we take it very casually, but then there is a lot of problems. What is wrong, Swamiji? It is vichara related to Brahman. Why you are being so cantankerous about this Karmani Shashti? If we say it is vichara related to Brahma, then you are not specifying in what way related to it. Because relation means what? Any relation. That is called sambandha samanyam. As I told you, this man is related to me. In what way? That is not there. In what way? I don't know. It's just related to me. Now if you say this inquiry is Brahma Jignasa means Jignasa, meaning vichara related to Brahman. Related to Brahman, this particular phrase does not establish Brahman as the topic. Please understand this. In English it looks as though inquiry related to Brahma means it makes Brahman the topic. No. It is inquiry related to Brahma does not make Brahman the topic. It can be related, if it is related to Brahma, then it can be related to so many other things also. Like, I can be related to A, I can be related to B also, I can be related to C also. It is just a sambandha, just a relation. Now, Brahma Jignasa amounts to saying it is a Jignasa relating to Brahman. Relating to Brahman. Now, these English-speaking people, the English has got the sanskara, we think that this particular phrase, that inquiry relating to Brahma, this particular phrase by itself can establish Brahman as a topic. Technically not. Because vichara can be related to Brahman, vichara can be related to so many other things. Vichara can be related to Shastra, vichara can be related to logic, vichara can be related to the fruit, vichara can be related to so many things. So that means what? Brahman becomes one of the things to which Jignasa is related. Does that make it that topic? Does it make it that topic? Therefore, Shesha Shashti Sambandha, Jignasa related to Brahma. Jignasa related to Brahma doesn't clinch. Jignasa related to Brahma, if you take it as the Shesha Shashti, Brahmana iti Shesha Shashti, Jignasa related to Brahma does not clinch that Brahman is the topic. If you have to clinch Brahman as the topic, is the topic, then make Brahman Karmani Shashti Brahmana. It is vichara pertaining to jiska vishay. It is a jignasa whose subject matter is Brahman. Then Brahman has to go into karma. Karma. To be related to is different from to pertain to. To be related to, just a simple relation. As I told you, they are all related. All my bandhus and bandhavas are related. I am related to all of them. Brahma Jignasa also relates to so many things. It relates to Guru also. It relates to Shastram also. It relates to values also. it relates to logic also, it relates to so many topics. And Brahman would become one of the topics. If it has to be the topic, then Shesha Shashti doesn't work. Then Karmani Shashti. Make Brahman the karma. Karma means object, the topic. And what is the law? The Purvapakshi thinks, if we make Brahman the karma, then the other things will be left out. Like Shastram, etc. In answer to that, the Siddhanti said, no, you make Brahman the topic, then everything that is required to know Brahma also becomes included. Shastram comes into the picture, etc. Like what? Here goes the king. Who is going there? Karmaka. Karta kaun hai? Who is the goer there? Don't say king is one of the goers. King alone is going. King is going. But then, whoever goes with the king is implied. I can't say is one of the individuals. The king is one of the individuals, you can't say. That is not the meaning of that Vakya. Here goes the king means the one who is going is the king and he takes with him others. But actually the goer is one. That Vakya is referring only to the king. Here is the Brahma Jignasa means Brahman is the topic. But whatever goes with Brahma Jignasa also is included. Therefore, by interpreting Karmani Shashti, we don't leave out anything, you don't have to worry. This is the analysis of Karmani Shashti. Okay, then Kayam Jignasa Nama. What is this Jignasa? Jignasa, it is a sun pratyaya, it is sananta. In sananta there is a dvitvam, Jignasa. In Vyakarana class, we will go into it. It is san anta, it is a sun pratyaya. In like gantumicha, icha, jikamisha, patumicha, pipasa, bodhumicha, icha, bubhutsa, bhoktumicha, bubhuksha. Like this, we have sananta pratyaya, we have one word conveying the desire. This is called jnatum icha, jignasa. You can just remember in your mind, it is a sananta. If somebody asks what is it, so sananta, then he is not going to pester you. Okay, he knows it. Know for yourself. Certain things you should know for others. Things you should know to silence yourself. Certain things you should know to silence others. Otherwise, taken great problem. It was sananta. Aram se baith ke. Then if you want to know more about it, then you can look into the Vyakarana. In this, jnatum icha jignasa. In this, one is icha. Now the icha gets related to know, jnatum, tumun pratyaya, to know. A desire to know. So knowledge becomes the object of icha. I have a desire to know. So what is the object of desire? Knowledge. Object of desire is knowledge. Atum icha jignasa. Jignasa, the desire to know. Here we have to analyze a few things, very important points. In Karma Kanda, what happens? Supposing I have Dharma Jignasa, then that very knowledge of Dharma doesn't give me the fruit. And I have the desire for knowledge. What I want is not the knowledge. Knowledge cannot be the object of desire. The desire is always for freedom from dukkha. I want to be free from dukkha. All the desire. And to become and then to become free from dukkha, if I have to take some knowledge, then jnanam becomes sadhanam, the means. Jnanam can become, sadhanam cannot be swapradhanataya, an object of desire. I want to reach. So here the desire, the object of desire is reaching. Then I take the car. So there cannot be a desire for the means independent of the end. Keval sadhan ke liye, nobody takes up sadhan, has a desire for sadhana. So knowledge can never be an object of desire. Moksha can be the object of desire. I want to be peaceful. I want to be free from samsara. I want to be free from dukkha. Alone is the object of desire. Nothing can be established in life as the object of man's desire. I want to be peaceful, I want to be free, I want to be free from fear, I want to be free from all that nags me. Bas. And for that, if I have to go for knowledge, then jnanam becomes the sadhana. But independent, unconnected to that moksha, unconnected to freedom from dukkha, etc., you can't have knowledge, desire for knowledge. Desire is not for knowledge. Desire is for moksha. Nobody goes, you don't go for knowledge's sake, that is not true. The old saying, you should know, you should go for knowledge's sake. But that is not in keeping with what man is, what is available. Man desires, even when he goes for knowledge, he expects that knowledge to make him happy. He expects that knowledge to make him free, to make him peaceful, to liberate him. That's all. I want to be free from all the felt struggle. I want to be free from all the felt dukkham, felt fears, felt anxieties, वगैरह. इसको कहते हैं मोक्षा. बस. Freedom from the felt problem is called moksha. It's not an event in future. Right now, what I am feeling, the fear of death, etc., I want to be free from the felt samsara. This alone is desire. That means the desire is for moksha really. The desire is for moksha. But here, jnatumichha jignasa in this particular phrase, what is the object of desire? On analysis, what does one want? Jnanam or moksha? Moksha. But in this particular phrase, jignasa means what? Jnatum ichha. Desire to know. So desire for knowledge is justified. Desire for knowledge is justified if that knowledge were to really mean moksha. If that desire, if that knowledge implies moksha, then jnanam can be ichha vishaya. So, the knowledge that we are talking here, in fact, it culminates in jnaptihi, meaning it culminates in Brahma, Brahmatvam, it culminates in Brahman, in Brahma Jnanam, and culminating in Brahma Jnanam means not culminating in the thought about Brahman, culminating in the correction of the idea that I am Jiva. So, oneself minus the thought of Jivatvam is only Brahmatvam. That is otherwise called Avagati. Now we have three things. One is desire. The other is called Jnanam. And the third is called Avagati. Now keep in view these three things, then everything will fall in its place. Desire is for Jnanam. Here, Jnanam here means desire. Desire to know means it includes vichara. Desire for Jnanam includes vichara also. Desire for knowledge means desire for vichara also. Because vichara becomes the sadhanam. Pramana becomes the sadhanam. And understanding the Brahman, that becomes the phalam. That becomes the end. And that understanding of Brahman is in the form of avagati. It is not in the form of another thought. It is not making Brahman an object of thought. Avagati means here freedom from the thought that I am Jiva, recognizing that I am not limited. You cannot make Brahman the object of thought. When a person makes Brahman the object of thought, the natija is that I am Jiva. When I make myself an object of my own thought, then I become what? Jiva. And correcting the idea that I am an object of my own thought, correcting the idea that I am an object of my own perception and thought and memory, this distortion about Brahman, this very correction of the Jivatvam is otherwise called Avagati. This is called Avagati. Therefore, vichara culminates in Avagati. Vichara culminates in Avagati. Now, you take Karmakanda. There is Karma Jnanam. Karma, when you study the rituals, what do we get? Karma Jnanam. Now, is it Jnapti Rupaha? It's not Jnapti Rupaha. Karma Jnanam, it is not Jnapti Rupaha, it is Sadhana Rupaha. So, when we have Karma Jnanam, then we use that Karma Jnanam to do karma. And that karma brings the phalam. In this manner, karma jnanam is not a jnapti rupa. Understand? If it is jnapti rupaha, then it is moksha. If it is not jnapti rupaha, then it is not moksha. No jnanam can be phalasvarupam. No knowledge can be an end if it is not in the form of jnapti rupa. Avagati. Avagati rupa. Otherwise called avagati. We get knowledge about rituals. Now that knowledge about rituals, is it avagati? Avagati rupatvam means brahmatvam. Brahmatvam means freedom from jivatvam. Now karma jnanam does not amount to, is not in the form of avagati. Karma jnanam is not in the form of avagati. Karma anushtanam is not in the form of avagati. Karma phalam also is not the form of avagati. Even phala bhoga is not in the form of avagati. It is not in the form of avagati. But here, the desire is only for avagati. The desire is only for jnana. The desire is only for jnana. And jnana means avagati paryantam jnana. Jnanam culminating in avagati. Vichara culminating in avagati. Now that avagati is the jnanam here. Avagati paryantam jnanam is jnanam here. Avagati paryantam jnanam is jnanam. Avagati paryantam jnanam is jnanam. And that jnanam is the object of desire. But you said jnanam cannot be the object of desire. Well, jnanam can be the object of desire if that knowledge, if that jnanam is synonymous with moksha. You're not hearing. Jnanam can be the object of desire. Jnanam can be the object of desire provided that jnanam is synonymous with moksha, if it means moksha. Otherwise, if desire cannot pertain to jnana. Desire is always for moksha. Bhagavan says here, Brahma jignasa, Brahma jnatumichha jignasa. What is this jnanam? Avagati paryantam jnanam. Avagati paryantam vichara. Avagati paryantaha vichara. The vichara that culminates in avagati. This both vichara culminating in jnanam, culminating in avagati, vichara culminating in avagati, quote unquote, is the vishaya of ichha. Desire. Desiring for what? I want to know, means I want to do vichara, culminating in the avagati. And culminating in avagati is moksha also, therefore the desire is for moksha. If avagati is not moksha, after avagati I have to do something else for moksha, then Brahma jignasa would be like dharma jignasa. Brahma jignasa would be like dharma jignasa. Therefore, the word jnana can have two meanings. Jnayate anena iti jnana, the means of understanding. Jnayate iti jnana, japtihi. Jnanam can mean japtihi, avagati. So that way, pramanam comes under jnana. Pramanam comes under jnana. Meaning means of understanding. One meaning of the word jnanam is means of understanding. The other meaning of the word jnanam is understanding, which is in the form of avagati. The means of understanding is jnanam. The understanding also is jnanam. Now, can you have desire only for means of understanding and not understanding? Can you have desire only for understanding and not means of understanding? Or only desire for means of understanding? Desire for means of understanding and no understanding. Therefore, desire pertains to what? Desire is for what? Understanding by way of vichara. That is why Bhagavan says, avagati paryantam jnanam. Jnanam, vichara, culminating in avagati is the vishaya of the ichha. Avagati paryantam jnanam sanvachayaha ichhayaha karma. Vichara culminating in avagati is the object of the desire, which ichha is the meaning of that particular san pratyaya. San pratyaya ka meaning what? Ichha. San pratyaya brings ichha. Jignasa means jnatum ichha. Sa ane se ichha. Therefore, the meaning of the san pratyaya is sanvacha. Sanvacha means the meaning of the pratyaya san. San pratyaya का जो अर्थ इच्छा है, उस इच्छा का जो विषय जो कर्म है, वो कर्म ये है, मीनिंग ऑब्जेक्ट ये है, विचारा कल्मिनेटिंग इन अवगति. Vichara culminating in avagati is the object of my desire. The object of my desire is not vichara alone. The object of my desire is not merely understanding. Because understanding is not possible without vichara, nor vichara without understanding also is of no use. Therefore, the whole thing is, it is vichara culminating in avagati. And that vichara includes what? Pramana. Vichara includes. Vichara includes pramana. Therefore, what is the object of desire? What is the object of desire? Avagati paryantam jnanam. Avagati paryantam jnanam sanvachayaha ichhayaha karma. The object of desire is thinking culminating in I want to know. The desire to know means what? Desire to think and desire to do vichara culminating in avagati. Why do you bring in avagati? Why don't you say it is vichara culminating in knowledge of Brahma? Say, I am reading Vyakarana. I want to, Vyakarana Jignasa hai. I have, it is Adhyayanam culminating in Jnanam about Vyakarana. Adhyayanam culminating in knowledge about Vyakaranam. Why, that is Jnanam. Why avagati? Why avagati? Why don't you say vichara culminating in knowledge of Brahma? And that knowledge about Brahma you are bringing in avagati. Why don't you say it is inquiry culminating in the knowledge about Brahman? You stop there. Rather than explain that knowledge of Brahman in the form of avagati. I am repeating it, this you have to capture. There is a difference between vichara culminating in knowledge about Brahman. And then he says that knowledge is in the form of avagati. Then alone it is phalam. Then alone it is phalam. Then alone there is phalam. If it is not avagati rupa, then there is no phalam. Even if you gain vyakarana jnanam, is it phala rupam? Is it phala rupam? It's not phala rupam. Why? Because dharma, artha, kama are not phala rupas. Even the pleasure of an object or the pleasure of learning or the pleasure of enjoyment is not considered to be phala rupam. It is not phala rupam. If it is phala rupam, then the struggle should end. Therefore, is vyakarana jnanam phala rupam? Is dharma jnanam phala rupam? Is vishaya bhoga phala rupam? You have to be clear. Is vishaya bhoga phala rupam? Is it the fruit? Phala rupam means what? I become free from samsara. That is phala rupam. They are taken by man as phala rupam, but it is not phala rupam because it comes back again. Then where is the phala? I enjoy and again I want to enjoy. That means it is not phala. Alright, is it sadhanam for moksha? Is vishaya bhoga sadhanam for moksha? Vishaya bhoga is not sadhanam for moksha. Alright, is it really moksha rupa? Vishaya bhoga is neither moksha nor sadhanam for moksha. Then what are we doing? What is this vishaya bhoga? It is neither sadhana for moksha nor moksha. It is a bhranti. What is it? I look upon it as the sadhanam for moksha. I look upon it as sadhanam for moksha and get disappointed. But in Shastra Drishti, what is Vishaya Bhoga? It is neither sadhanam for moksha nor. It says Vishaya Bhoga can become a sadhana for moksha. How? You go on enjoying the object. Please listen to this. You go on enjoying the object, and then every time you are disappointed. In some life you get vairagya. And that vairagya becomes sadhana for moksha. In that way it is sadhana for moksha. Please see. Vishaya bhoga is a sadhana for moksha in the sense paramparaya. You enjoy and then you are let down. Again you go for the object, you are let down. Then ultimately the sanskara builds up. Maybe in some life, you get vairagyam. That vairagyam becomes moksha sadhanam. Not vishaya bhoga becomes moksha sadhanam. Vishaya bhoga born vairagyam can be moksha sadhanam. But anyway, our topic is confined to this much. Is vishaya jnanam phalam? Phala rupam? No. Is vyakarana jnanam phala rupam? No. Is dharma jnanam phala rupam? Similarly, if Brahma jnanam also is jnana rupaha, not amagati rupaha, then also it would not be phala. Would not be phala. Phala vishayatvad ichchayaha. Because Ichcha is always for phala. There is a fruit. Desire is for the fruit. Phala vishayatvad ichchayaha. Ichcha is always for the end, not the means. The desire is always for the end, not for the means. If the desire is only for the means, then only vichara. Supposing vichara leads to some kind of jnanam of Brahma, which again becomes the means to something else. Understand? Study Vedanta. Vedanta study becomes what? Sadhanam. And what it leads to what? Vichara. Vichara leads to what? Jnanam. And if that jnanam also is not end, but also it's not an end but a means, then as long as it is a means, that is not the object of desire. Desire is always what? The end. Desire is the end. So if the jnanam is the object of desire, if jnanam is the object of desire, then the jnanam, Brahma jnanam should be in the form of avagati. If Brahma jnanam has to be the end, it should be in the form of avagati. Avagati means the very nature of Brahma. Brahmatvam is avagati. Chaitanyam is avagati. Vritti can be jnana, but Chaitanyam is avagati. Chaitanyam is avagati. No, the desire to sleep. There is a desire. I want to sleep. I want to sleep. This desire to sleep, what is its vishaya? Preparation to sleep. So lying down on the bed, putting on the fan, etc., etc. This is all what? Sadhanam. Is this sadhanam the object of desire to sleep? These preparations, are they an object? These preparatory steps are not the object of the desire to sleep. The actual sleep in which there are neither preparatory steps nor the desire to sleep is the object of desire. So sleep itself is what? Avagati. It is avagati. Otherwise also it is avagati. I don't really stand in sleep with a desire met as an individual. This very desire I cease to be an individual wherein there is no struggle or there is only avagati. I transcend my own individuality, I transcend my desire, I transcend time, space, form, thought and remain Brahman. And that is what? To stand Brahman in Sushupti, transcending everything is avagati, and recognizing that avagati is the jnana. Recognizing in the waking state itself, recognizing our swarupam as that avagati is the jnana. Therefore, jnana is in the form of what? Avagati. Avagati paryantam jnana is the sanvachayaha, ichchayaha, karma. Why do you say avagati should be the object of desire? Because avagati can be the object of desire only when avagati is the end. And it can be an end only if it is moksha rupaha. Avagati can be the object of desire provided avagati is moksha rupaha. Phala vishayatvad ichchayaha is always for the end, not the means. Desire is never for the means. Desire is never for the means. Anything that stands as the means, I am not interested in it, I am interested in the end. But to get that end, if I have to follow the means, majburi hai. Then I include the means. is why Bhashyakara says, Jnanena hi pramanena. Jnanena hi pramanena. Only by way of vichara, which is pramana. Jnanena hi pramanena. Jnana rupa pramana ke dvara avagantum ishtam Brahma. Brahman is desirable to be known only through Jnana Rupa Pramana. Jnana Rupa Pramana means it is not you don't come to know Brahman by means of belief, etc., by means of Anumana, etc. It is Jnanena hi Pramanena avagantu ishtam Brahma. Brahman is available to be understood directly through a means of knowledge. Through a means of knowledge. Jnanena hi pramanena means a means of knowledge. Therefore, the means of knowledge, pramanam, vichara, everything, is it the object of ichcha? Is vichara the object of ichcha? Is the Vedanta Pramanam the object of ichcha? What is the object of ichcha? Moksha is the object of ichcha. If knowledge here, vichara culminating in Brahmajnanam, Brahma avagatihi, culminating in avagatihi is the ichcha vishaya. If Brahma avagatihi is the object of ichcha, then avagati should be the end. Avagati can be the object of desire if avagati is the end. Because the desire is always for the end and not for the means. Desire can be for the avagati, provided avagati is the end. And avagati can be the end only if avagati implies moksha. Not avagati again as a sadhanam, the means for moksha. Avagati is not a means to moksha. Avagati is the moksha. If avagati is the moksha, it can be the object of ichcha. Desire can be for avagati. Desire for avagati implies what? Means what? Desire for moksha. And avagati is moksha. Desire cannot be for the means. Desire is always for the end. You see, this particular point, if desire is for the end, and when the end comes, then the desire should be over. Is it not? The desire is always for the end, not for the means. You don't have a desire to have a car. That's not true. Desire is always for the end. And therefore there is a desire for the means. Now, desire is for the end, and when you reach the end, the desire should go, and what we think is the end for our desire, even after gaining that thing, if the desire doesn't go, then that is not the object of desire. So I say I want money. So we think money is the object of desire. So when the money comes, the desire should go. Then you say, no, money is not the end, money is only the means. So I want the means so that I can get the pleasures. Then when the pleasures come, sense pleasures, when I enjoy money, buy things and enjoy them, when I sense through my sense organs, I indulge in the bhoga, then the object, the desire should be gone. But the desire doesn't go. That means the desire is not for the bhoga. That means because desire can only be for the end, after gaining which end the desire itself should resolve. This is all. Therefore, desire here, Bhagavan says, well, jnanena hi pramanena avagantumishtam brahma, brahmavagatir hi purusharthaha. Why do you say avagati is the object of desire? Because avagati is moksha. And that he says, brahma avagatir hi, understanding Brahman. And understanding Brahman is not in the form of vritti, like dharma jnanam, vyakarana jnanam, vishaya jnanam. That jnanam is different from avagati. Understanding Brahman is understanding Brahman is distinguished from the understanding of everything else by using the term avagati. In understanding anything, I stand as a jiva with a thought about it, with a pratyaya about it. In Brahma Jnanam, it is not that I stand as a jiva and make Brahman the object. Therefore, it is not pratyaya rupa, vritti rupa, jnanam, sadhana rupa jnanam. It is sadhya rupa jnanam. Because any other jnanam cannot be end. Is Vyakarana jnanam an end of desire? Is it the final topic of desire? I want to learn Vyakarana so that I can teach, so that I can earn some money, so that I can enjoy vagara. Therefore, Vyakarana jnanam, is it sadhanam or sadhyam? It is only sadhanam. That means which jnanam is sadhyam? Tell me one jnanam which is sadhya rupam. Sadhyam means what? End. Give me one jnanam. Is jnanam of science an end? I want to know physics so that I can use that knowledge for something. Ultimately it becomes bhoga. Use the jnanam for bhoga. But Brahma jnanam is not sadhana rupa. Brahma jnanam is sadhya rupam. Sadhya in the sense, an end in itself, not means to an end. If it is an end in itself, then it has to be in the form of avagati. It is not in the form of thought pertaining to. And Bhagavan says, Brahmavagatirhi, understanding Brahman alone, Purusharthaha, Mokshaha. Brahmavagati itself is moksha. And that Brahmavagati is the object of ichha. Desire to know. I want to know. Now begins the desire to know. Means desire to do vichara, culminating in avagati, which is purushartha. Which is purushartha. Is dharma jnanam purushartha? Sadhana rupam or sadhya rupam? Sadhana dharma. Dharma jnanam is what? Sadhana rupa. Dharma anushtanam is what? Sadhana rupa. Just to see. Vishaya prapti is what? Sadhana rupa. Vishaya bhoga also is what? But man thinks sadhyam. But that is also only sadhanam. But in fact, when you analyze, it is neither sadhanam nor sadhyam. It is bhranti. It is sadhanam, then where is the sadhyam? If bhoga is sadhanam, then which is the sadhyam? There is no sadhyam. There is no moksha. Empty rupa. Therefore here, Brahmavagatirhi Purusharthaha. Purushartha Rupa Brahma Avagati itself is the object. Sanvachayaha Ichchayaha Karma. Sanvachayaha Ichchayaha. Karma is what? Purushartha Rupa. Moksha Rupa. Avagati. Clear it later. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Om. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. Om Namah Shivaya.